All right, so hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Diaries, the place where we discuss all things skincare, business, and motherhood related. I'm your host, the esthetician and mama of three, Tayana, or Izzy. And today's topic is how to read a skincare label. So, before I was an esthetician, I owned, and I still do own a skincare brand called Essence of a Goddess. We were called what do we call it? We were called butterfly kisses, but then the whole entire trademarking, LLC stuff, someone had before us, so we had to switch our names, which I really love Essence of a Goddess because it plays very well with my choices. So yeah, so our skincare brand was called Essence of a Goddess, where luxury and skincare meets. I spent a few years studying the laws of cosmetics and ingredients from various countries. Not to really get too much into that because that's not really the main focus of the podcast today. Being as though that I manufacture, create all my stuff in the United States of America. There are several rulings, well, several laws I have to follow. However, because I have bigger goals for my brand, I also tend to look at the cosmetic laws coming from the EU and South Korea as well. I focus more so on South Korea because they are like the skincare capital of the world, in my opinion. I love their skin. I do know that it's a bunch of product usage, but it's also like when you pay attention to the ingredients, you see what works and what doesn't work for our skin. But that's neither here nor there. So continuing. In this industry, we have a duty to not only understand the cosmetic laws, but to also educate our clients on how to maneuver in a world where there's always a new fad ingredient or product. Like, you know that we're in this age of super technology where we have the TikTok, oh my goodness, the TikTok, where we have TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, Skylight, etc., etc., etc. And then we have this like mass influx of influencers, which is okay. I don't mind influencers, honestly. However, we have people who are still relying on Chat GPT or AI to, like kitty cat, you got my love, to influence them, no tables, you know better than that, to influence them on, oh, well, I'm using Snellmucin and it comes in with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but then when you, the customer, use it, oh, it's not the same for your skin. Please understand that all of us we have a different skin type, So when you want a product, or you want to try a product, make sure that not only do you know your skin type, but that the person that you are taking the reference from understands like the scientific makeup of it as well, or understand that hey, that's niacinamide. That may not do for your skin what it does for mine because we have two different skin textures. So continuing, let's get started with the INCI. When listed ingredients are on products, they have to list it via their INCI or their scientific name. For example, honey. Honey is a common household ingredient. It's also a common humectant. The INCI or the scientific name that is called mel. When listed on a product, it should be in the INCI first with the common name in parentheses, meaning I do have a product that I made 2 years ago. It is Oat Me Please. It's a bubble bath, and you guys can't even see it. Like, can you see? Hopefully, it's not weird. So, ingredients, I have distilled water. Then I have a Venus sativa, which is colloidal oat milk, cocoa glucoside, diacetyl glucoside, and glycerin. And when you list things, I will continue on my notes as well. You always list it in the highest usage to the lowest usage. And I know, but what if the main ingredient is this and the third? Understand that everything has a percentage that it can be used in for most to least effectiveness. So, which is next? The next is order. See, every formula is written out in percentages, with the sum of it equaling 100%. Furthermore, each ingredient has their own percentage usage rate. This means that there's a certain percentage of an ingredient that is deemed safe enough for your skincare products. Second to honey. In skincare, the usage rate can vary from 2 to 15%. So, due to the percentage used, all ingredients are listed from greatest amount used to least amount used. This also includes preservatives as well. I believe the preservative on this was, oh my goodness, lacto. I'm about to embarrass myself. Lacto bacillus ferment and lacto. Yeah, I'm not about to embarrass, but I'm not about to embarrass myself because yeah, no. But it was a preservative that I believe I forgot where I got it from, but it was like one of the best ones that I could afford at that time. But I do have my little vial from Circadia, and even with them, they have what is it? Theirs is glycerin, soha oil, isopropyl, promenade. So these are all just the INCI scientific names. And one thing my cat would like to make a short appearance today. Okay, hi Gray. Another thing that I will say is that when dealing with skincare, you really just have to know the ingredients. And there are several, and there's INCI decoder where you can like type in the name of something and then see what it's used for, see what the benefits are, because you don't want to just put anything and everything on your skin. Continuing from my notes, so yeah, now just because an ingredient is listed at the bottom doesn't mean my cat is interrupting, doesn't mean it's less effective. It just means it's being used within the percentage rates approved by the cosmetic laws. So everything has its place. Not everything can use full 100% because it can damage your skin. But honestly, that's it for today. I'm going to attempt to edit this correctly and post it. So have a good one, guys. Now, for those of you who are still here for the voice recording podcast, not the video, follow the brand on Instagram. It is Venusian Oasis, so VENUSIAN.Oasis. The same for TikTok, Twitter. I will never call it X. Twitter, Sky. Are we on Blue Sky? We are on Blue Sky. I believe we're on Skylight. We are anywhere and everywhere that you can find us. We're there. We are also going to be updating our Substack. So head for us there. I will definitely put everything in the bio down below. But besides that, you guys have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, critiques, let your girl know, okay? But besides that, have a happy Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.